Welcome to Tarot Q&A Tuesday, and we are in for another treat because guess what? It's a full moon and the lunar eclipse. It seems to be that there's a lot of planetary stuff going on, like we are really being affected by Mother Nature at this time, and I think it's a really important time to be aware of this and start actually remembering that we are nature. Last night in the Cosmic Consulting class, we talked about actually taking some wisdom from nature, learning to see the intelligence in nature so that we can in fact actually start working with ourselves in a similar way to what nature actually unfolds through the seasons and all of that jazz. If you want to check out that class, we ended up actually talking a lot about clarity, focus, and really clearing the pathway for what you want to manifest through some unexpected ways, some unique techniques that I talked about. Not unique as in weird things that we could do, but different ways of approaching these kind of things, because quite often when we look at wanting to have more clarity or life direction or focus, we are quite practical. These things are more coming from the inside out, so they have deeper results, long-lasting results, and really getting you to get in alignment with your soul, basically. So here we are, and Aaron has popped into the chat. He's turned up on time. So we are actually going to give Aaron a big surprise and start with him tonight. This is Aaron F we're talking about. We do have another Aaron who sent in a card too, or a question, I should say. And before we begin, I'm going to let you know that the second card up will be the collective consciousness reading. We're going to tune into that full moon vibe and see what we all need to hear this week. Then it's probably a good time for me to suggest that if you don't know how to ask your questions, simply email me, fiona@sirensoul.com, sirensoul.com. Alrighty guys, we are going to kick off. We are going to begin. Aaron just says he likes another random card, please. Aaron loves a good random card. It's his thing. So just give me a moment or two to tap in. Often when I do a reading, I ask the universe, source energy, is it safe and appropriate to do a reading for this person? That's a question I ask. Usually, I mean, I've never had a no, in all fairness. However, it's just kind of polite, I guess, tapping into someone else's energy. Aaron, are we ready? Random card for Aaron. You always get these queens, don't you? It's the Queen of Pentacles. Why do we always get these queens for you? These queens around. This is actually a very maternal woman who probably could be like a mother who also works. She's very grounded though. Why do we need to hear this for Aaron? Is this someone in his life? Is this him? Do you know what, Aaron? I feel really drawn to say that this is elements of you. Now, this is you actually, not as in a woman, of course, but more in that new business concept that I have been edging towards whenever I speak to you over the last few months. And I encourage you to use feminine attributes to unravel that, like intuition, self-compassion, softness, slowness, meditation. I really believe there's something brewing here in a new business venture, job idea, or something that you can start to step forward into. It's come up a few times. I'm kind of excited about it. This did happen before. Do you remember? And I just want to double check something here. Do you know what? I've got to be honest. I did a sneaky because I just want to double check. Am I on path with that? Was that a correct reading for Aaron? What did I get? Friggin' Ace of Pentacles. Like, that is the start of a new business idea. That is the start of a new money-making venture. That is the start of a new job. That is a definite yes. So, you know, notice then, guys, I just second-guess myself. It's okay to do that sometimes. I mean, I tend to really trust my gut so much. But if we've had a day of kerfuffle or something, I think it's often that we feel a bit not grounded. We feel really up in the air, in the clouds. And when we feel like that, we can be not so clear on whether we're hearing our intuition or whether we're just, fighting life itself. So whenever I read the tarot, it actually is like a meditation for me. And therefore, I'm pleased to hear that my reading for you, Aaron, the kicking off reading of the day is bang on. So I feel safe and clear to launch into the collective consciousness card, the group reading. This is a group reading for whoever is watching the replay and who is here today as well. We all need to hear this. This is a message that we want to talk about relating to the full moon. This means what can we put our energy into to focus on, to enhance more of in our lives. And it also reflects an element of what we need to release from our past. This is a constant change. Like the only thing we can guarantee in life is change, right? So a full moon, it's all about shifts. It's a very powerful time in the next 24 to 48 hours. It's a very considerable time, like a time to be considered for all human experience. Just be mindful of what you do in this time, because where you put your energy, you will expand, you will create more of. Anywho, let's just feel into this. What do we all need to hear right now? Out with the old energy. We need to review, set good intentions, move forward. What is the topic we're talking about? Okay, everybody here today, what do we want to know? Well, we've got another queen. We're definitely feeling the feminine energy tonight. This is the queen of emotion, the queen of love, the queen of cups. She is, and when I say she, in any tarot reading, we are referring to that feminine essence. Can be often a feminine person, a woman, but that's not to be strictly aligned with a woman. It can be any human being. Now, I often talk about this card as tapping into our inner child, because this is the woman who is emotional, and we always see that little hidden child. This card pops up a lot because I always talk about that hidden child in the engravement of her throne. Now, I want to get another card because we're doing a group reading. We really want to understand what the Queen of Cups is talking to us about in this full moon time. If we didn't pull another card, I would encourage looking into I want to go and say trauma, because that would be a dramatic way of saying it. But it doesn't have to be trauma. It can just be old memories that inhibit our daily enjoyment now. So I've pulled another card, and that is the Fool. So I really feel this is a start of a new beginning, using that ability to be emotional, use your emotions to understand what is coming up for you on a level of history. Like what in your past is that inner child stuff, the trauma, the conditioning, and use that emotion, use your mature analysis of any emotion you have to actually extend your own personal growth journey. Take it as if you know nothing. So what I mean by that, if you have been the sort of person who's been on a self-discovery, a self-development journey, and you kind of got to a point where you kind of feel like you know it all, because it happens. And people kind of do these spiritual bypasses where we jump over the hard stuff. And it's not that you have to go through hard stuff always to get to the other side, but it is that we are never fully evolved. We are always growing. No matter how amazing a human you are, there's more. And it's kind of exciting, right? It's really exciting. So I feel very called to pull another card, because this full moon is definitely about opportunities to free old energy and lift ourselves out of old patterns. And so what I'm going to say, that is definitely the story that's going on here. It's not really a tarot reading, it's a full moon lunar eclipse reading nailed in a nutshell. So, and just pulling an extra card, this dude, is he's been to battle. He's actually had quite a hard time, and he feels really stressed. He feels really wounded. He feels really broken. He. So this is a person trying to do in their life, male or female. And instead of stopping and listening to the heart and just taking a few breaths, he's like pushing. And I'm going on about that because that's the human nature. And sometimes we just need to stop the push and realize if you've been to battle so much and you're trying to think it out, then that's where that in itself is the resistance. So my suggestion to the collective, every single person who's watching this, here is the message in a nutshell. Be mindful of your emotional state. If you're feeling great, boom, high five to you. Boom, keep it up. Well done. Amazing. Not that we all have to feel great all the time, but that is always our focus point. That is always our, what do I say, destiny. It's our ambition, I guess. And then anything that doesn't feel good, use it. Ask yourself, what is this reminding me of? Where is it coming from? Because when you can go deeper and clear that old thought by just being realistic with the situation. If it was something that happened to you when you were 8 years old, and it was a moment in time, a teacher said something, a brother said something, a mother said something, someone did something to you, whatever, it's got to be let go of now, because there is a massive new exciting journey where you can start fresh. But in order to do that, you've got to stop doing, start breathing and feeling and hearing what your heart has to say. All of us, including me. And I know exactly what this is about in my life. I wonder if you do. I'd love you to pop down in the chat if you actually relate to that. Because actually it's quite hard to face sometimes. But the sooner you do it, the quicker it's over and the more joy you have in your life. Alrighty guys, it was always going to be an intense one because it's a beautiful full moon. So we just appreciate the fact that it was such an aligned message with what a lunar eclipse means. Now, let's talk to Claire, because Claire comes on here all the time and doesn't always ask a question. So we're very happy to see what she has to ask today. Can I have another random card? Alrighty, we can do that. Claire, random card. Let's see. Claire, the beautiful Claire. Oh my goodness. Guys, patterns just constantly repeat at Tarot Q&A Tuesday. This is so cool, Claire, because I actually know that you got that job that we foresaw in your other reading. So here you are, a woman in business. This is a leverage point for you. This is something that you can grow with. This is the focus point for you right now. This is the area where you need to be conscious to let go of any self-doubt. And I encourage you to use your motherly maternal instincts in your new role, not in a over-giving kind of way, more in the beautiful woman that you are. You have so many gifts that are both grounded and creative, and it's time for you to really just let people know what you're capable of. A lot of people in this new job don't actually know who you are, so you're free to show them more than what your last job allowed you to express, because there is more. And I do see creativity rising within you and you can make more money doing it. So whether that means you do that on the side or you have bonus opportunities, something is brewing here for you, and I'm super excited about it. So you can be too. Boom. Pretty cool, right? Are you happy with that, Claire? Let me know in the chat. And if you want to respond to that, you're welcome to turn your mute off and have a chat at the end of this session. Now, Aaron has replied and said, yes, you've said that once before. Thank you again. I know. You are making me more curious than probably you are yourself. I feel Aaron, I'm just going to dive back into you and see if we can get some insight to what this business idea could be brewing for you, just to give you a little bit of inspiration. Oh, it's quite fascinating. You know, it's a very conflicting, like a card full of conflict. But this is one that I know you will relate to. So this guy is, just from untoward experiences that you've had to go through, this guy is fighting, and someone may win, you might win, but when you win, no one wins really. It's just a big, like, unstable kerfuffle. So there is a feeling around this being, oh, I can't even get the word. I'm going to get the word though. So what do? Pull the same card again from the original collective consciousness reading. Okay, everybody here is vibing some similar lesson. So this is the 9 of Wands. Aaron, it's your story. Are you right? It's your story. It's your story. Sorry guys, I've got held up on Aaron because, yeah, I'm on a roll with this. I just can't get to the nitty gritty. Your story, the conflict. Keep moving forward. Okay. It's unfolding, moment by moment. Righty. Claire's response to her reading. Let's read that, guys. That was awesome. Started yesterday and loving it. And the vibe is fantastic. And yes, they don't know me yet, but they will soon. Kiss, kiss. Oh, yeah. This is the start of you really, you know, I just see, use it as a blank canvas. All right, we will get to some of the questions that I have popped into the notes on my phone. As I do, we're going to go into Jessica's question. I don't know why I chose Jessica, because this is complicated. I could have given myself an easy one. Sorry, Jess, love you. Jessica, could I please have a card pulled tonight that shows an area or direction that I should be putting my energy into? Or which area of my life is going to be in focus or is currently in focus? I don't have a specific question. We can see that. Nah, you know, just teasing. On a specific topic as such, just need more guidance. Hey, that's just normal, right? We get to these points, we need more clarity, and I hope you picked up some of those tips from yesterday's Cosmic Consulting. So we will start with just a general card to feel into the guidance that is required, and that may reflect which area you ought to focus on. The truth is that right now, often you don't want to hear what you are being shown. Now, here is an opportunity for you to celebrate the little things along the way. Now, we did get a victory card for you the other day, and now this is another call for celebration, celebrating the little things. So I'm really liking this celebration. Both of these cards actually are in the Wands, which is about passion. It's the second chakra. It's about creativity. So for me right now, it does feel that that is the area that you can move into if you want an area to focus specifically. But once again, I ask you to tap out of that masculine energy and stop doing. Do you know what? I've reshuffled the cards and pulled the same blimmin' card for you. I'm not even kidding. You saw me doing it. 4 of Wands. So let's talk about this card. Often, it actually represents a wedding. But what this means is, you know, opportunities, small celebrations coming up. What it can also represent, if it's looked at the wrong way, is making mountains out of molehills. What we're going to talk about for you, Jessica, the message is really around the passion. Okay, I wanted to know specifically how to read this card for you. It's about that second chakra. What do you need to tune into? Your second chakra. Hands-on healing for yourself. Focus around that womb energy. Maternal instinct. You might know some other ideas that I'm thinking around this. I'm talking about balancing that chakra. Focus on Okay, if you guys don't know much about chakras, chakras are the 7 main energy centers in the body according to Indian Sanskrit. Now there's heaps of energy centers in our body, but the 7 main chakras are the ones most commonly known in a mainstream environment. So we have the base, which is the root chakra. It's red, it's all about security, safety, and often when we pull cards with pentacles in them, we align them with the base chakra. The second chakra is the wands, and these are what we're talking about with Jessica. It's all about passion. It's the womb energy where babies are made. So babies are made, it's creative, right? That's a creation. So that energy is very sexual, it's very feminine, it's very creative, it's where new ideas can be formed. And we need that to be alive and kicking so that we can stir up the energy to the next chakra, which is yellow, and that is our solar plexus, all about personal power and inner strength. And this is where we talk about the swords in the tarot, because the swords have ideas and thoughts, and you have an ability to have ambition and to change your direction through your thinking and your focus. So that's all in here, right? In here. If I didn't mention, the second chakra is orange. Now, while we're here, we might as well whiz up to the heart. The beautiful heart, no one needs that described. However, it is green, interestingly enough, in the chakra range. And this is the cups in the tarot. So if you're playing around with tarot and you like to sort of extend your knowledge, you can use these symbolic meanings to help you read the tarot without having to remember stuff, but instead being more feeling into the story that your intuition unfolds by putting pieces of the puzzle together in a more organic sense, which is kind of how I work, not completely. And then of course you've got the throat chakra, which is blue, and the third eye, which is our intuition, communication, third eye, intuition, which is violet, and then our crown chakra connected to source energy, indigo, royal blue. Now these colors also are aligned to the aura soma that I love to use so much. You know, we were there the other week, right? So this is the white. I finished my Saint Germain because I overused it. I was excessive. It's me. I use a lot. I'm heavy-handed, double doser. Don't copy me, of course. Okay. Now, let's read into Aaron's confusion. Now I'm very confused. You can email me later, so I'm not holding anyone else. No, don't be confused. I'm just trying to find the topic of what your new business venture could be. It wouldn't be surprised if it had some alignment to the conflict that you've had to go through. So if you were passionate about the resolve of your personal experience, it may have some relationship to what you end up getting into. I was trying to find the word. I tapped into justice. It said no, so it wasn't to do with that. But you get the vibe I'm feeling into. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So you don't need to know. You just need to soften and listen. But something is brewing. I don't think I'm using this term for anybody else but you. I'm like, something is brewing. Something is brewing. Let's get back to the list. Jessica, are you happy with that? Does that make sense to you? Yep. Hey, if you're on YouTube, please give me a thumbs up. Please comment. Please let me know your question for next week and I'll answer it. Now, I'm going to talk about Michelle. Is a move into a new area or city or country on the cards for me soon? You know, this is one of these questions around free will and destiny, right? Because first of all, we'll find out whether a move is destiny or whether it's just a free will choice. So, Michelle, can we ask this question for Michelle? This is a free will choice. I really feel that if you, I don't think you're necessarily moving, but if you, is it correct action to move from your current city? Let's ask that. We need a time frame here because it's a bit vague. I'm getting possibly, but not yet, because if you currently move away, you're walking away from something because you don't feel emotionally fulfilled. Yet when you find your own passion and where you're at right now, you will feel better where you are. And the idea is to really just sort out you first. Get into a position with your work where you're very happy and get excited about working up and creating more abundance and prosperity in your business. So this person is enjoying what they do for a living, for a job, for a career, and loving it. He loves it. They love it so much. And then they're excited about working up this ladder of money. If you focus on what you don't want, you will get more of it. So right now, it's not something to rush into, but it's not a no for the future. I just see you wrapping up where you're at right now, getting yourself feeling complete. And when you feel grounded, you can make that decision. I believe that next year, in the first quarter of next year, there may be some new studies for you. This could actually be that color therapy option for you. In saying that, that's a shift in itself, right? So there is some shifting going on. Whether it's a physical move will be determined within the next 6 months. In the case of right now, it's about just don't put any more eggs in the basket, is what I'm feeling. You've got enough on your plate, so get a bit of clarity, move forward a little bit, feel grounded, and then ask the same question. Because these moments are just simply free will choices. This is not saying the soul of Michelle has come in, and at this age of, let's not share ages on Tarot Q&A Tuesday, you will now move to an entire another country. It's not working like that. It's like, now you're at a crossroads, you've got to do the work, get the results, and make the next decision. But you are doing the work. So you are right where you're supposed to be right now, and it's looking very good and favorable. And everything is unfolding as it should. I'm feeling excited for you, and you can feel free to do the same for yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if you do move sooner, but I'm just saying, just other things are to be sorted out first. So it's like, okay, well, I'm going to ask a time frame on that. Is that, yeah, I feel a 6-month period needs to unfold first, give or take, but the aim of the game now is to launch into self-love and to your new passion. Okay? Ace of Cups, Ace of Passion, the Wands. Passion, creativity, self-love. Yep. All right, peoples. Have we got any more questions? Let's go back to, Aaron. Oh, yes, color therapy last week. Said green for you. I went out and bought a whole new wardrobe. Whoa! Did you really? I love it. I love this so much. We must tell Brenda from Aura Soma. Okay, I've got to read this out loud real fast. I just went out and bought a whole new wardrobe and realized this morning I bought green shirt, hat, and shorts without thinking. All the rest are my usual colors, and I don't usually buy green. Subconscious. Divine intervention. We love it. Healing that heart and all of that jazz. So let's talk to Aaron B. Hey Fiona, I don't have a specific question, just thought it would be nice on this night of the moon. Kiss, kiss, kiss. Oh, so many kisses tonight. I love it. A question for Aaron B. on the night of the full moon. And it's raining and stormy here in Mount Maunganui. Whew. Michelle, feel free to respond to your reading and I can clarify anything for you if I have confused the shite out of you. Okay. safe and appropriate to do a reading for Aaron B. We want to know what the full moon vibes have in store for the beautiful Aaron. Okay. It's not the prettiest card. However, it is a very good mindful card. So this card is when we feel trapped, it's because of our thoughts. We are free to choose if it's our thoughts blocking us. Start to tap into your inner wisdom, let go of the old ways of doing, start to choose to do life differently, like really do this. I know you've had some confusion around your work. You are in the right field, you so are, but you can up-level your business and stop limiting yourself about how you do this through all the excuses. Simply just decide and then allow the universe to show you the way. Make those intentions strong about why, from the heart, you want to expand your business, your financial state, your time with your children, life itself, love and everything. And then, use yoga and meditation to really make sure you tune down every day. And I know you will do this. I know you're probably doing this anyway. Are you on the right track right now? You just feel you've gone a bit off track with your mind, okay? I just feel you really have let your thoughts get away with you, and it's time to redirect. Redirect, redirect, redirect. It's not a rejection, it's a redirection. Hey, Jessica, you taught me that one. From a different purpose, of course. That was about guy stuff, boys. But it's a really good quote. If something's not working or something doesn't flow in a relationship or a work thing, not a rejection, redirection. If that means, not getting a job or getting fired, losing your job or losing a partner or not getting a second date with a new love interest, all these things. If someone says no or shows they're not interested by their actions, listen to them the first time, because otherwise you'll be wasting your time. Okay guys, let me see. Amy. Oh, Linda, I am getting to you. Is Linda here? She's not. No, Linda, of course she is. Oh no, I've left you till last. Such a meanie, eh? Such a meanie. Actually, you must watch Cosmic Consulting. I know it's so perfect for you last night. I wish you hadn't missed it. Amy, do you see a long-term future for my boyfriend and I? Actually, I do. Victory. We know this card. We've seen it a few times this week. I do. I do. We're going to keep it simple because we want to whiz to Linda. You need to ask more open-minded, open questions if you want more details on the goodness of what your love affairs could be about. Linda, oh, I felt into your question when I read this today. I really felt this. Linda, is there a situation, is there a solution coming to take my business forward, or would a change of location be more advantageous? When you say location, are you saying location for your business or yourself? Just go like this or that if you want to. You or your business? Business.
I'm on mute. Means yeah, business.
A different location for your shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Just something someone said.
Oh. Okay, let's get into it. Is... So we are going to ask with... This is quite interesting. Is that even a possibility to move locations?
Yeah, I was offered a different shop in the same complex with road frontage.
Right, yeah, because I put my naughty little human mind into that, and I'm like, no, no. But I got all these yeses. I got like the start of some new. Well, we got the passion again, but also, make this the magician and everything. I also felt quite strongly when I got your message, though, that there are other additional avenues to explore at this point in your business. So just give me some time with this, and I'm going to go, okay. Linda, okay, the correct action with the business right now. I just need to know, is it the correct action to stay in this business? My name is Linda, so it's correct action to stay in this business by herself. And okay. I actually really do feel it's good, that new location opportunity. Like when you said it, I'm thinking you're going, oh, what are you going to move to Greaton or the Mount or something? I'm like, oh, I don't think so. But yeah, this actually will give you a bit of a new lease of life. We've talked a lot about passion today, a lot about that fire in the belly, and a lot of that's like that woman's instinct as well, that gut instinct, everything about that. It does have good energy. I'd like to explore that a bit more before such a permanent decision. And I feel that
it's a next year.
Definitely.
That was just floated, and I thought worth thinking about.
And then for your business, just let me feel. You know how you had that event? There seems to be something around. Is that for the events? Yeah, more events.
Yeah.
And I think you might need some assistance with how that's going to roll out.
Yeah,
and
I've been offered a chance to participate in Flavours of the Bay next year. So.
Okay. Yeah, there is. So do you have a specific question how you'd like to finalise this? Because I've really mostly tuned into, would it be correct action to make that move? Is it prosperous? Is it going to launch you into a bit of an up level, both with your personal enjoyment and also...
Yeah, I don't know what my actual question is. It's just all of it.
Because I feel that if you have these events, you have to be really clear on the outcome that you want, and
I think so.
Not just have events. I feel they've got a lot of ideas floating around, and it might be helpful to have somebody to narrow those down and just
I think you're right.
And really put your...
Work on that.
Well, there's a lot of information in the first month of Cosmic Consulting that can help you refine your message and your avatar. It's very, very crucial to getting clear on what story and message you want to send out, especially if you're moving. I'd love to help. I'd love to help you with that, because I just feel, there's a lot of fulfillment coming up if you can get it right.
Yeah.
Anywho, my pleasure. I was wondering how you were. I was thinking of you today. And
thank you.
I look forward to hearing what you think after you catch up with all your sessions.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, touch base. Now, I'm pretty sure I've done everybody's card, and I just want to say thank you so much for all showing up today. I really do, really genuinely feel blessed that people do this. It's like our thing, eh? It's our little catch up. And yeah, it's just as nice for me as it is for you guys as well, just to have these little connection times each week. You know, I work for myself as well, and I spend my days alone, sort of. I mean, I like my company if I'm not with clients, but it's really nice having a little chat with people that are into what I'm into, and vice versa. Therefore, we will just say, hey, if you want to join November's Cosmic Consulting and you're not already on, I know everybody here just about is, and then the doors are still open, you can just watch the replay of number 1 and get the other ones as well. So we will just say sayonara, ciao for now, see you real soon, love you lots, bye guys.